There's a number of different ways the councillors can help. Now, there's a question in terms of the formal procedures of the council. In particular, there are meetings of what's called the full council, and this happens every so often, a few months, and a number of things can be done there. Councillors can present petitions on behalf of their constituents, and these get officially registered. They can also raise formal questions that have to be answered in writing, but also ask supplementary questions which can come through. And then the final thing is that residents themselves don't need a councillor to do this, but at the full council they can bring what's called a delegation, and these can be really powerful and really good. And what that means is you need to normally get a certain number of signatures which allow you to bring one person and a few other people along, and you can speak to all of the councillors gathered at the full council for 2 or 3 minutes about whatever the topic is. And these can often make a really, really big impact, but they need to be really well organised. You need to plan what you're going to say. You need to make it very clear what it is you're asking for and the position you're coming across. Now, all of the information about how to pursue all of these things, and a generally very useful resource for campaigners, is to contact what in Lambeth is called the Democratic Services Department. Now, this is a department that is supposed to ensure that everything in the council runs fairly and neutrally and objectively, but also to help residents engage with what the council's doing. Now, contacting them and asking them, how do I go about submitting a petition to the council, or how do I go about making a delegation, and anything else, is a really good starting point. The second way that councillors can help is really just to say that, that their constituents are concerned about this issue, to raise this issue internally within the council, with officers, with the leadership of their own parties. And so if you've already followed the proper procedure, or the sort of chain of command, and already tried with other people, it's all right to do things like, if the ward that you live in and where you're represented, that you go to those councillor surgeries and say, I have an issue that's affecting me and affecting my family, and I want to raise this with you. I'm part of this campaign. I'd really like it if you could raise this with your colleagues inside the council on our behalf.